Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a request from Thomas, who wanted the Dezpada as Anakin Skywalker's Jedi Starfighter from Episode 3. I went with a space round for that because that just made natural sense. I feel like the colors of Anakin's Starfighter worked really well for the Dezpada. Those big shields on the arms really do kind of have a good kind of silhouette for that. I tried to use hex camo to color the torso in the style of the cockpit windows that are, kind of evocative of a TIE fighter that the Episode 3 Starfighters have. Don't know how effective that was. Of course, I can't make the hex part of the camo, any thicker, so it's not a really strong resemblance, but I just kind of wanted to go with that for just the overall aesthetic. So... But yeah, I'm not great with the Dezpada in space. It's got some good armaments and good weapons. I'm not great at space to begin with, and yeah, I'm just yeah. For some reason, Dezpada really gave me some trouble with that. I don't know why, but I tried a bunch of different rounds to get something I liked, and this is about as close as I got. I did, I did get some. I do get some decent shots in here and there. I think, manage to. Get more kills and deaths, and that's kind of an accomplishment. I can't explain why the Dezpada in particular is one that gives me trouble in space. It seems perfectly capable, but just, yeah, something about it is not quite working for me. I wonder if it's actually space compatible now that I think about it. I wonder if it has AMBAC level 2 and all that. I do not know. Did not think to look, because brain. But yeah, so far so good. We are way too far ahead. In fact, it's 4,800. Well, basically, we won the first wipe, like I'm always talking about. You know, if you can keep your cool after losing the first wipe, then you're in a pretty good position. And just looking at it from this distance, if anybody asks for a TIE Fighter deco, I am definitely going to have to get a hold of Bianca's Atlas, because, boy, that is really good for that. But, let's see. Trying to, I think that is... Yeah, I think that's the Yonfaven. Yep, this is 600, so this is the level 2 Dezpada, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, it's not bad. I'm just not having a little bit of a hard time with it. Did manage to hit that shield with the missiles. Yeah, the steerable missiles are nice. The heat rods, the Psychommu heat rods only stun, unlike most heat rod type weapons. The way I like to justify that to myself, oh good, melee. The way I like to justify that to myself is that since they are remote weapons and they are detached from the mobile suit, they must have an internal battery and are not powered through the mobile suit's reactors like most heat rod type weapons could conceivably be. So that being the case, it can't manage as much voltage as your standard heat rod could. So that's why they only stun instead of heavy stagger. That is absolutely just totally made up. There is no like in universal lore to my knowledge that reflects this idea, but it makes a solid justification to me for the in-game behavior of the weapon. So what the heck? Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, enemy teams starting to catch up. They managed to wear us down. 1 and 4 seem to be wise enough to more or less stick close to the base until everybody's ready to respawn, because we're definitely going to want to stick together on this and see what we can accomplish. I had a round earlier today that I didn't keep because I have put out so many early production Gelgugs over the rounds over the years, but it was a room with a bunch of S and S minus players on both sides, and I'm an A flat. This was rated, and just like, the people at like A rank and around that in one direction or another, frequently get, upset and lose their cool. My experience with S minus and S rank players, at least today in this one circumstance, hopefully it will be one that, continues, but like, they were all very cool. They were all very supportive. They apologized whenever we knocked each other over. And yeah, even though we were pretty uncoordinated at the beginning of the round, we managed to stop tripping over each other and, all get in the same part of the map, and it got much, much better. So, yeah, like, that's the thing. That's, even though it was not like a spectacular round for me, that's the kind of round that I really enjoy, where like everybody keeps their cool and manages to pull it together. Like, that is a good feeling. Passive aggressive tells and all that other stuff you run into in this game, not a good feeling. But when it works, it works. Okay, yeah, trying to blast down that Reezy custom, taking some hits. There we go. Yep. Yeah, so I am making some decent kills here and there in this round. I'm landing some shots, enough to stun that Rick DS. I'm also almost dead, which, yeah, there's two people. It's 2-on-2, and I am kind of bright yellow in spots, so... Okay, yeah, now the enemy is getting near the base, which, with the amount of time that's left and the score differential, I think makes perfect sense. Like, in a situation like this, I would definitely think about rushing the base en masse, so that the teams were keeping each other busy while you planted and hopefully successfully defended the bomb. But I don't know if that's going to happen here, but that is definitely a strategy you can try to employ in a situation like this. Okay, I set the support fire for basically the middle of the pack. Support fire, I feel like, is even... Well, it is and it isn't harder to hit in space, because, of course, you're hitting everything in a straight line, which you managed to get one. Okay. You're hitting everything in a straight line, which does not happen on the ground, but also you're hitting everything in a straight line, like in a tube on a very, very, very vertical map. So it's just kind of, yeah, it's still tricky, but it's tricky in different ways, which, hey, that works. I don't, space and ground shouldn't play exactly alike, even though that means that just because I spend most of my time on ground, I'm better at it than space. That's, that's my choice. So, yeah, 30 seconds left. I am after this Jan Faven, and if you are on Steam, that is still the Jan Faven, I believe, for another week or so, maybe two, and then it will be the Jan Faven there as well. Apparently grammar patches are tied to just general update patches, so yeah, that's that name will get changed to I believe match the UC Engage naming scheme in a couple of weeks. But that is the round. Again, nothing like spectacular, I don't think, but I managed some decent things. But yeah, a lot of times I just don't space too well. All right, but top diversions, again, bright yellow and not good at dodging, as you saw. So yeah, 5 and 3, 3,400 points, 54,000 damage. I hope that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed it, Thomas. And that is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. We'll be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later. I always liked the Episode 3 Jedi Starfighter design. I never wound up getting one for my Star Wars figures just because the vehicles tended to be expensive and take up a lot of space, and I was not really good with either of those things at the time. So, like, through my constant trawling of the Magic Goodwill, I did end up with an Episode 2 Obi-Wan Starfighter. Might even be Clone Wars, but same basic design. And, yeah, that's not bad, but yeah, I never did manage to get the Episode 3 one.